Hi, I'm Lori Coburn. Today we're going to talk about the idea of life as a dream. A Course in Miracles tells us that we are dreaming our lives, and what we've done is we have forgotten that we're the dreamer. We think the dream is happening to us when we are actually the dreamer creating the dream. That's a really difficult concept for a lot of people to wrap their minds around, though. So today we're going to flesh out some ideas that help us understand that better. I'd like to show you something. The ruby slippers from The Wizard of Oz. Dorothy was dreaming. She had this wild dream about the land of Oz, in which all kinds of fantastic and awful things happened. When she awoke from her coma, she told her family members, her aunt and uncle, and her neighbors about it. And she said, "And you were there as the Scarecrow, and you were there as the Tin Man, and you were there as the Lion." And Auntie Em said, Dear, you were just dreaming." And Dorothy said, "No, Auntie Em, it was a real live place." What if we're all dreaming our lives, and that's what it's really like? How would it change your perspective on your life if you could step back and watch it as a dream? The idea of life as a dream in the West is not a real common one, and yet in the East, with Hinduism, the oldest religion in the world, the Advaita Vedanta aspect of Hinduism has talked about life as a dream for thousands and thousands of years. William Shakespeare, in The Tempest, said, "We are such stuff as dreams are made on, and our little life is rounded with a sleep." If you've seen the movie The Matrix or the movie Inception, you'll remember that the actors are sitting in their chairs, they're sleeping, and their heads are wired up, and they're having these wild dreams, crazy things going on Earth. You could say that a lot of their experiences are nightmares. What happens when we have a nightmare? We bolt up out of bed. Our heart is beating really fast. Our palms are sweaty. We're breathing really hard. And then we give a sigh of relief, saying, "Thank God that was just a dream." But it felt real while we were going through it, because we had the emotions and we had the bodily, physical sensations. What if that's what's happening with our everyday lives? We think they're real because we have such strong emotions and body feelings about them. But if we step back, like many people in meditation are able to accomplish, we step back and watch, we observe the dream without getting attached to the feelings, thoughts, and physical states, then we have this place of equanimity, and it doesn't affect us as much. Physics tells us that this table I'm knocking on is 99.9% empty space. And yet, if I tried to put my fist through it because I'm not a karate master, I'd break my hand. And yet, both my hand and the table are 99.9% empty space. Reality is not what it appears to be. So what if? What if we really are dreaming our lives? What if you could step back and watch your frustrations when projects aren't going the way you want them to, or watch an argument with somebody, and step back and say, that's an interesting dream, isn't it? maybe you wouldn't get so upset. And maybe Dorothy thought the Land of Oz was real because she felt the emotions so strongly. She was very scared of the lions and tigers and bears. Lions and tigers and bears. Isn't that what we do with our lives all the time? We're always watching out for some form of lions, tigers, and bears. Whether it's lack of money, losing our job, getting sick, getting in a car accident. The modern day lions and tigers and bears. In my own life, as I've stepped back and seen it as a dream, I like to refer to myself now as the dream figure called Lori. And we all have both wonderful traits and negative traits. And I tend to be a very intense, passionate person. Lots of love, lots of connectedness. And on the flip side of that, I can get very angry. And I have dents in my floors and a few holes in my walls to prove it. Not too many, but a few. I used to hate myself for that. But as I've stepped back and watched the dream figure I call Lori from the observer position and know that I'm not her, I can laugh. I could be throwing a hissy fit and in the middle of it start laughing because it's not real. I'm making it up. I'm the true self behind the dream. I'm the dreamer of the dream. The dream isn't happening to me. It's not happening to us. We're doing the dreaming ourselves. And when you get this, you finally realize the meaning of that childhood song we learned. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Namaste.